Greetings and welcome, this is KYC News for you. Today we will see how to survive falling without a parachute. Stay tuned. How to survive falling without a parachute. You are more than 3.6 kilometers, 12,000 feet, above the earth. Now it's too late to go back. But when you jump out of the plane and see how beautiful the earth is, you start to think that maybe this isn't so bad after all. Then you pull the string to open your parachute, and everything you were most afraid of happens. You don't have a parachute, and you're falling toward the ground at about 200 kilometers per hour, 125 miles per hour. You only have about a minute left before you land. Can you do anything to save yourself? Here's how to fall without a parachute and stay alive. When your life depends on a parachute, there is a chance that it won't work 1 out of every 1,000 times. But a broken parachute doesn't always mean you're going to die. Skydiving experts say that the only way to stay alive is to act quickly when the parachute doesn't work. How should your body be set up? Could you do anything to slow down your fall? And why would it be better to land on a roof than in a big body of water? Step 1. Slow down as you go down. Like most survival situations, the best thing to do is to slow everything down. Slow down your breathing so you don't hyperventilate, slow down your thoughts so you can concentrate, and slow down your fall so you don't hit the ground in a mess. To do that, you'll need to make an X with your body. Spread your arms and legs out, point your chest toward the ground, and arch your back and head up. This will make more air resistance, which will slow your speed and give you time to decide where to land. Step 2. Avoid landing in water. The big pool of water below you might look like a better place to land than the solid ground, but it would probably kill you just as much. Water doesn't get smaller like concrete does, so landing in a lake would be the same as landing on a sidewalk. You could move to lessen the blow, but even if you did that, you could still be knocked out. And passing out underwater won't help you stay alive, so let's find a better place. Step 3. Tell yourself where to land better. You'll need to use a skydiving technique called tracking to move sideways through the air, away from the water, and toward a safer target. As you fall, pull your arms and legs in toward your body to steer it. But if you landed somewhere with more cushioning, you could slow down for a couple of seconds longer. This would cut the G-force by a lot and give you a better chance of staying alive. If you can't find a swamp, snow, or trees nearby, the next best thing to do is look for something big like a roof or a bus to break your fall. These structures aren't very strong, so when you hit them, they'll break and take some of the force of your fall. The best places to land would be in a swamp, on snow, or in trees, because they would all slow you down and give you more time to slow down. If you fell at 200 kilometers per hour, 125 miles per hour, and landed on solid ground, your body would go from 200 kilometers per hour to 0 kilometers per hour in half a second, which would be enough G-force to kill you right away. Step 4. Stand back up. Now it's time to find out the truth. You've chosen where you want to land, and now you have to get there. The best way to do this is to point your toes toward the ground and land on the balls of your feet. I know what's on your mind. Oh, that sounds bad. Yes, it will be, you're right. But the idea is that if you land feet first, your body will have more time to slow down. Before they break, the long bones in your legs will take in a lot of the force of the impact. Basically, you will have to give up your legs to save the rest of your body. Step 5. Keep your head covered. Just before you land, put your head down, lock your fingers together behind it, and point your elbows in front of your face to protect your head and neck from the impact. People mostly die from severe head injuries when they fall off bridges and tall buildings. Even if you do everything else right, you won't be able to stay alive if you land on your head. So move quickly and get in place. That's all you should need to know. The hard part is about to start. You need to figure out where you are right away and get help. Why Greek island houses are blue and white. Some of the most famous places in the world, like Mykonos and Santorini, have unique architecture that makes them easy to recognize in photos. Influencers love to take pictures in front of the whitewashed homes with blue doors and accents on the islands. But why are the houses on the Greek islands blue and white? Blue and white are the colors that most people think of when they think of Greece. They are the flag's colors. They are also the colors of the beautiful Mediterranean's bright sea and sky. But on the Cycladic Islands, the blue and white colors of the houses have nothing to do with what the colors mean in Greece. In fact, this well-known feature of Greek island architecture had more than one reason, and most of them were quite useful. Island homes need to be cooled down in the summer. Stone was used to build the first homes on islands like Mykonos, Paros, and Naxos. This was a good choice because there wasn't much wood on the rocky islands of the Aegean. But most of the stones were dark in color. This was a problem during the hot summers in Greece. When the sun beat down on the homes, the dark stones would soak up the light and make the homes too hot to live in. So, people started painting the stones white to make their indoor spaces cooler. The process worked, making island homes cooler and more comfortable. How cholera changed house plans. Then, in 1938, a national order helped this new style of design spread more quickly. During Ioannis Metaxas' rule, there was an outbreak of cholera in Greece at the time. In an effort to stop the disease, he told people to paint their houses white. Limestone was used in the whitewash that was used to paint the houses. This might sound strange to us now. Limestone is a strong disinfectant, and at the time, there weren't many other options. So, Greeks whitewashed their homes to make them cleaner and stop cholera from spreading. On the Cycladic Islands, blue is the most common accent color for doors and shutters, but it's not the only one. In fact, if you walk around many islands, you'll see red, green, and brown accents along with the blue. But the landscape of the Cyclades is still mostly bright blue. What gives? It comes down to how much it costs. Fishermen and other seafaring men used whatever paint was left over from painting their boats to paint their windows and shutters. Because of the things that went into making blue paint, it was usually the cheapest color. Greek island homes were painted blue by mixing limestone with a cleaning product called loulaki. Loulaki was like blue talcum powder, and most islanders kept it at home. So, it was very easy for them to make blue paint. The Greek islands have the same color scheme because of the military dictatorship. When a military dictatorship took over Greece in 1967, the houses on the islands had to be painted in pretty colors. The regime thought that the colors would make people feel patriotic and represent Greek nationalism. In 1974, they finally passed a law that said all homes on Greek islands had to be painted blue and white. Even though these rules are no longer as strict, the blue and white colors of the Greek islands have become a big draw for tourists. So, a lot of islanders decide to keep them. In the end, they started using these colors both because they were useful and because they were good for tourism. When people go to the Cycladic Islands today, they can easily find houses with stones that are the same color as the earth or a little different. But blue and white are still the colors that people all over the world think of when they think of Greek islands. We really hope that you learned the most from this video. If so, please like it and remember to subscribe to this channel for more. Enjoy your time.